Hi, I guess at least one time you heard about world Bitcoin. But what is it? How it works? Should we be afraid of this or should we use it? In this video you will find answers for this question. But before starting, let's assume one fact. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, and nowadays total capitalization of cryptocurrency in the world is more than $3 trillion. Even governments started to make reserves in digital assets, and also President of Kazakhstan mentioned this issue in the recently meeting. Cryptocurrency is a digital currency that's based on blockchain technology. Basically, blockchain is a publicly digital ledger where every transaction published, recorded, and cannot be changed. So, it's global, transparent, and decentralized.
In 2008, someone named Satoshi Nakamoto has published a white paper, a document that changed everything. Nobody knows who he is. A single person, a group of people, complete mystery. But this document changed everything, and it taught us about the new type of money, money that is not controlled by the bank, money without control, money that are accessible to everyone, the Bitcoin. And to understand more, we need to dive into the technology first. I will explain it in simple words. Imagine a simple situation. You want to send Bitcoin to the other person's wallet. First, by using your phone or notebook, you create a transaction. Transaction is just a simple block of data that tells who has sent the Bitcoin to whom's wallet and which amount. And now the main question comes. Who checks that the transaction is real and where the data is being stored? And now we come to the second part, the blockchain. Bitcoin does not rely on central server or the bank system. It relies on something different called the blockchain. Blockchain is just the blocks that are chained, and each block consists of transactions. So each block tells us who has sent the Bitcoin to whom and which amount. And that's what makes Bitcoin transparent, because you can see all the history from 2008 till now. Each transaction, everything is transparent. And now let's talk about miners. You've heard about them. Miners are just simple notebooks, computers around the world. My computer and your also can be the part of this global blockchain system if we set it up correctly. So what miner does? Actually, he receives the transaction and checks if it is right. And if it is correct, he saves it to his own memory, to his own copy of the blockchain. And miners cannot fake something. The blockchain cannot be hacked, because the main thing that we need to understand, miners don't know about each other. Million computers around the world don't know about each other, but they check each other. And if one miner wants to fake something and to tell, no, that person has sent 100 Bitcoins, other miners will say, no, he had only one, you are not right, and we will not write this transaction into our memory. And we need to understand that the majority is always right. So to hack the blockchain, we need to control all the computing power in the world. And to delete blockchain from our world, we need to destroy every miner, because if we have only one, he will have the whole history of blockchain from 2008. And that is practically impossible. That's what makes blockchain transparent, secured, and decentralized. And the last part, we need to talk about how Bitcoins are being generated. So actually, Bitcoins are being generated by miners. Bitcoin is just a reward for computing power. So miner consumes electricity, verifies transactions, and get the Bitcoin as the reward. And that's the only way Bitcoin can be generated.
Why Bitcoin have a value? The reason is supply. Supply is only 21 million coins, not more, not less. So here's come transparent, global, and decentralized system. Comparison with the traditional money, government cannot print more currencies in this type. But Bitcoin is not just technology. That's also one of the most debated investment topic in the world. If you see the graph of Bitcoin, you can see that in the long term it have very huge price increasing. But here we should mention that there is also very volatile change. That means price can increase or decrease very sharply. As a result, many investors get rich, others lose their money. Even famous investors often disagree. For example, Robert Kiyosaki called Bitcoin great opportunity and say people to buy it, but others say that price of Bitcoin can collapse at any time. And by these different opinions, new investors become confused. So, Bitcoin is definitely not for everyone. It requires patience, strong risk tolerance, and understanding that price can change unpredictably. Bitcoin can be a part of your portfolio, but it should never be as a guaranteed way to get rich.
Bitcoin is more than hype. It's a technology that changed the way we store and transfer value. And understanding it matters because the digital finance become the part of our everyday life.
So, next time when you heard about Bitcoin world, you'll know what's behind it.